We're going to review the last property of the division property of equality, which is usually the fourth one. There's four properties of equality, and division is one of them. Basically, the way you see this is when you have a variable and a number that's multiplied to that variable equal to another number. And it could be that you resolved a big problem and you've gotten to this at the end, or you're somewhere in the middle. But basically, it's trying to break apart a number multiplied by a variable, or two variables multiplied to each other. So, and the purpose of it with the division property of equality is you can divide both sides of an equation by the same number or variable. So I'm going to change this because it's division, right? You can divide both sides of an equation by the same number or variable, and it's not going to change. You're shifting things around, but they're still going to be equal to each other. Both sides are still, they're still equal, so they're still balanced. Now, let's take a look at this one. Now, this may be something that you know right away. 4 times x equals 20. Well, you may say, well, 4 times 5 equals 20. Pretty straightforward. I want to show you the process of where that comes from. 4 times 5 equals 20. That's 4x equals 20. This is 4 times x. To break that apart, to solve for x, right? We need to divide both sides by 4. When we do that, 4 divided by 4 is 1x, equal to 20 divided by 4 is 5. X is equal to 5. And there's our answer. And we can check it. 4 times 5 equals 20 is a true statement. And we're good. Now, this is a very, very simple pre-algebra problem to solve. But we're going to see this type of operation, this type of property to do in problems, in the middle of problems. 5x equals 35, same thing, very simple. 5 times 7 is 35. But how do we get to that? Well, this is 5 times x. The opposite of times is division. We can divide. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So if I divide here by 5 to cancel those 5s, I have to do it over here. 5 divided by 5 is 1x, equal to 35 divided by 5 is 7. 1 times x is x. That's the multiplication because it's 1 times x identity equals 7. Okay, now let me just double check. 5 times 7 equals 35 is a true statement. And that's how you use the division property of equality with very basic examples.